Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. So this is a very important video. I'm going to show you how to connect Claude with Notion and why we need this connection, especially when I'm talking about a professional context. Personally, I use Notion with Claude every day, about 10 times a day, because all the conversations I have with Claude, I actually transfer them into knowledge bases and course materials. And I also send them to my clients as reports. That's something most people don't know about. So what's the idea? The idea is that I'm going to create connectors that link Claude with Notion, and of course with a free Notion account, and I can simply create reports that I can sell, share with my clients, or send to companies, and that really makes a difference. Honestly, I've saved 80% of my time thanks to this automation. Very easy to do, even if you're a beginner. You just need to learn this technique. Notion is now available for free, so you can create an account and have access to high-quality reports and freely shareable pages, which you can share with diagrams and, well, very high-quality information generated from simple prompts. So in the training, I show you everything from A to Z. Stay until the end, because at the end, I also have a very interesting gift for every entrepreneur. All right, enjoy watching. So if I use, for example, Claude, I send it, for instance, this is a PDF document, actually a technical document that contains information. So all the conversations that I have here with Claude, it will process them and send me content that I afterwards need to either, for example, copy and paste it, use it in other communications, or simply read it and move on to something else. But when I work with Claude, I often write reports. Either reports for clients, reports for myself, or reports for the company I work with. And so, as a result, reporting is very important. And even when I've done training sessions, I need the course materials. Before, quite simply, I used to do a lot of copy pasting, which caused formatting issues. Honestly, I wasted a lot of time. But today, there's the possibility to know about it. Clouds with other tools. Mainly, I use a truly free version, the one from Notion. Notion actually allows me to create presentations, pages, even dynamic tables. Then within Notion, I practically have here all the training sessions, courses, and reports that I've done. There is really an enormous amount of data. Look, almost every day I write new pages because all the discussions I've had with the cloud, I turn them into usable content. And that is very important to me. Look at the actual quality of the results. I'm preparing a training on cloud. I work with cloud. I do demonstrations. And everything you see here, the formatting, the quality of the results. Look, even today for this video, I have all the content with everything well done, including the diagrams and everything. So the question of how to connect Claude with Notion, I think you understand the point, because it will create usable pages for you for free that always remain valid. Because for me, actually, when I write pages, it's simple. I have the option, look, to take, for example, any page like this one, and I can share it by clicking here on this button so that it's in a certain format, quite simply, as a web page that I can share with everyone. So that's one of Claude's strengths, and here we're going to have how to connect it with Notion using what are called connectors. Now, to work with connections, it's simple. I'm going to click down here and go to the settings. Here on the settings page, you'll see there's a little button called Connector. These are the tools that are connected with Claude. Without these connectors, Claude only sees two things: your conversation and the files you've shared. That's all. It's as if it's in a closed room. And a connector today is a door to external tools. And once connected, Claude can fetch data, take action. Basically, it's like you're giving it access to those systems. There are a huge number of connectors. So you'll see when I click here, there's a really extensive library of connectors that I can add with Claude. For example, there's a very well-known protocol called the Model Context Protocol, the MCP. This is actually the standard that enables the opening, allowing an artificial intelligence application like Clouds to communicate with these tools. So it's thanks to this technology. So you don't need to understand how it works. You just need to know that there's a common language. So I gave a quick little presentation. Here, if I don't, for example, create a connection between Claude and Notion, what happens? I have Claude, it will generate the text for me, and then I will do the formatting and all that myself. and then I publish it on a Notion page. Above all, actually the result, I don't want when I'm talking with a company to open Claude to show them my conversation with Claude. I'm going to show them the final report that I created thanks to Claude. And so as a result, it will be on a page that I can share, I can update and everything. But before that, it takes me a huge amount of time. It's not obvious, it's not easy. Especially if you have technical pages, reports, diagrams, it's not easy. So when we make the connection, what happens? When you ask Claude a question, what's really interesting is that it's Claude that will go to Notion and simply update or even create the page. And so when you ask Claude another question, it can go and update it again until you reach the final version. And that really changes everything. Now, concretely, how can I actually add this connection? You just have to type the name of the application. So for us, Notion is recognized, it's available. So to do it, it's simple. I search for Notion here. I click. Of course, look, when you see this check mark, it means it's official. By the way, it's the popular one. It's in the top 6. I think everyone uses Notion today. And when you click here, you'll first find a small button. First, it shows that it's not connected. Just to let you know, it doesn't have a connection. That's completely normal. That's why you need to click on install or activate to be able to connect Notion and Claude. And when you click, it's normal. It will open the Notion page. The system will automatically open the Notion page. This is a page where you need to activate the connection. Of course, you need to have an account. A free account is enough. Personally, I only use the free account. And once the connection is successfully made, you will then simply be able to work with Notion in a completely safe and secure manner whenever you need to. And there's a very important option. When you have Notion here, there are permissions you need to enable. Why do you allow it here? There you go to access, view the comments on your pages, view the workspace. There you go, there's quite a bit of information, and especially the creation of pages, the creation of attachments. In any case, this is important, the creation of databases. There are actually a lot of features that you need to grant it access to actually as activations. So there are a few actually that you can specify as personalized. There are some you activate and others you don't, or you can give it all permissions if that works for you. So for me, the thing is, it's connected. As you can see, it's there. It's easy. Actually, for the connection, there's not much you need to do. And now, for example, I want to do a quick demonstration to ask it to work on this document. So how do you do that? I'll come here and of course give it my context. So the more information you give it, the better it will process your data. So you set the context, you assign it a role, give it the specific task and the output format. And if there are things to avoid, mention those as well. Generally, when we do a prompt, we try to provide this information. The more precise you are, the higher the quality of the data it will produce. So I tell it, I'm a trainer, you have a technical PDF in English, my students are beginners, and I want to prepare a Notion page for them. You see here, I'm telling it to create a Notion page from a very technical document. And there you go, I give it the location, or here, of course, I can tell it to create a new page. There you go, a new page in Notion, and I give it the name of the page. I call it the Claude Code Tutorial, for example, for beginners. And here I would add demo, there you go. And here, I give a bit of content about the objective, like what the student will be able to do at the end of the course. It's like a little outline of the information they need to include. And a bit, I give it some constraints. I want it to be in French, except for the commands and all the technical terms which should be left in English. So basically, that's simply my request. And when I click on launch, you'll see that this is where it actually gets really interesting. Because it accesses Notion. And it's going to work on that page, which will really be my course material. And that's actually the power of this system, which can format, create the page, and really help me keep a record. And generally, I don't do this directly myself when I work with Claude. In the discussions, I run my tests, I do my demonstrations, and once I like what it's done, and together we also manage to solve issues, problems, especially technical ones. Sometimes it gives me recommendations to help resolve problems. It's at the end that I tell it, create the course material for me, or create a summary, or actually make a clear and simple conclusion for me, and it will give you the direct link. And that link for me is much more interesting than having to enter into discussions every time. And also another thing that is very, very important and that I recommend to you, sometimes when you're working on your courses or your summaries, your reports, whatever the field may be, I just took the example of a trainer, but you could be an entrepreneur working with a client where you have a project to create an e-commerce website. After discussions with Claude, you have a summary. When you ask it to create a page that summarizes the entire project with the full strategic plan, when you open a new discussion with Claude, you can give it the link to that page and say, here is the result I got after several requests, user help, discussion with Claude using artificial intelligence. What you have in the report is the summary. Now, we're going to continue from this basis, so you don't have to go back to the discussion history. Yes, sometimes you have a new client, so it's very useful to use similar reports, and you tell it, here, take inspiration from what we did with this client. This time, we're going to change the product. We're going to work on a new technology or a new product. I think you've understood the importance of associating Notion with the cloud, because our channels are like a library where you'll put your materials, your reports, your statistics, and your work summaries. Whether you're someone in education, training, entrepreneurship, marketing, accounting, no matter what sector you're in, it's important to have your Notion account connected to the cloud, which will help you organize your documentation properly. And there you go, my page has been created. So now it's giving me information about the sections. What's great is that when I click, I can see my link. And there you have it. I simply have the page that was created, well formatted, with tables and diagrams. And yet it's a very technical document. I can see here that it explains everything in detail in French. That's exactly what I asked for, since the original document is in English. And what's really interesting is that I can click here to create the web page, and this one I can share it with anyone, whether it's a client, students, or simply as a resource in my training. So as a result, it's really, really important. In fact, it's this connection between the cloud and Notion